Hey, did you know there's a reason why your watercolors don't feel like they're good enough yet? I'm gonna go into this in this video. And the reason for this might not be what you think it is. So hopefully this might surprise you and benefit you in some way. So this is the process I'm gonna be working on, and while painting this, it really reminded me of this idea of being selfish. I, for some reason, really hit it off with painting cars. And very frequently, I forget that. And I end up painting for other reasons and ulterior motives, and not painting really for the sheer enjoyment of it. You'd be surprised at how often this happens. Now, look at what I'm doing here. Here I am tackling a subject matter that speaks to me on a very deep level. There's something about the visual aspect of it, and I do love the old car next to some new cars. And this allows me to be fully focused in the process, which is something we're going to talk about in a moment. So understand this first. Painting is about doing things for yourself. Any external thought or consideration in any shape or form, something like fear of getting a bad result, timidness, thoughts of what other might think about my painting, thoughts like I hope this won't be a waste of time and I'll be able to use it for a video, hint hint, wink wink. That's the kind of thoughts I have been dealing with in the past. Things like I have a reputation to uphold. Even advanced painters and painters you'd consider masters sometimes fall into the hole of thinking they need to continue upholding their reputation actively, and any failure is a testament to how they're frauds. Yes, these are things that happen. And even thoughts that are practical, like I need this to work to make a living. The brutal reality is this: any of these thoughts will detract from your result. And as much as there's nothing wrong about them, this is just reality. And I really want to dive deeper on this one, because all of these thoughts and all of these things swirling in the artist's mind, they're not wrong. They're very natural. They're as common as sunrises. Everyone goes through them. However, the thing that will allow you to finally paint a watercolor or any painting, any media that you look at and you feel amazement towards, you will know when you create something truly good for yourself. You will know this. The thing that this rests on is your ability to shut off these kinds of thoughts. There's a direct correlation between your ability to shut them up and to just paint and the quality of result you get. And this is actually true for any level you are, because people think it's about experience. People think it's about having some kind of a talent, or, very often it is about understanding, but not necessarily in the way you think it is. Because when you look at the gist of watercolor painting isn't hard. Yes, some people will absolutely hate the fact that I say this, but it really isn't. If you look at how I paint these cars, I'm not doing anything revolutionary. I'm simply putting the paint on the paper. Sometimes it's done with a bit more finesse, and sometimes it's done in a fairly direct, bold, and kind of clumsy way. But regardless of clumsiness or lack thereof, the result isn't really hedging on the quality of your technique. The technique is easy. Watercolor is about water to paint ratio. You just know this one thing, and the rest is experimenting and experience and your taste, the things you enjoy. For the longest time, I would try to find these magical subject matter that will lead to a good result, whether that's cityscapes for me or landscapes, when I was kind of missing out on the thing that gets me good results. And that is if I have a car in there, one car, two cars, regardless of whether you care about cars or not, the way the shapes work, the way the edges work, and the distribution of values, if you will, it just works for me. And that is a great anchor point for me to begin. So that would be me kind of resting on my taste. And then you have experimentation. What happens when you do this? What happens when you do that? And the worst place you can find yourself in is really that of simply doing the same exact process over and over again, because that's how you were taught. That's what you've been exposed to. That's kind of a pigeonhole that you put yourself into. You know what I'm talking about. You paint the very, not you specifically, but the proverbial you. You just start with a wash covering the whole thing. Then you start with a wash for large shapes. Then you start with, no one actually said you have to paint this way. That's about experimentation and finding the ways that you enjoy painting. And then lastly, it is experience. You'll learn what works for you and what works in general, what colors work together, what kinds of shapes look good, what edge should I loosen up and what edge should I keep tight, when should I merge shapes like I'm doing right now, right? I'm merging a lot of dark shapes and then coming back in a moment with opaque paint out of everything just to start bringing out some cool lights within this dark area. Those things go to experiment. They come from your experience, and your experimentation is the thing that feeds that experience. The hardest part about watercolor is simply painting. It's painting without doing anything else, without having any ulterior motive. And a real bright spot is that us artists are lucky, because the thing we do has an inherent invitation to shut off the mind, to shut off our thoughts. It's something that comes very naturally with art, because unlike more, let's say, analytical fields, anything that touches art has the potential to give you that peace of mind and that immersion into the process. Where things get a little dicey is it's your job to relax your muscles and let that wave of immersion in art carry you. And not always will you be successful. And there are things you can do to make it more likely that you'll be successful. One of those things is to actually paint something you care about, to actually paint something you like. And look at your last 10 paintings. Did you paint something you like? Or did you follow a tutorial? Did you follow a trend? Did you follow something you think would get a good result, but you didn't really enjoy? People sometimes throw their paintings and their supplies in frustration because they simply don't paint what they care about. First and foremost, art is a selfish endeavor. You have to do it for yourself and not for anyone else's sake. You have to paint for yourself, for your own enjoyment. And everyone misses that. I would argue that the majority of painters don't paint this way. And you can argue, is it 60% 40? Like, is it 60-40? The 40% painting for themselves. Is it 70-30? Is it 90-10? It could be as extreme as that. But first and foremost, you paint for yourself. You create for yourself. Your job is to let that magical wave of creativity carry you. And hypnotize you into just painting. Will you get a guaranteed good result? No, but that's besides the point. What you will get is a result that is 100% you, and from the experience of painting like someone who's 100% you, you will be better at painting things that are 100% you. You see, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's a snowball effect that just happens with time. The hardest part is to finally give yourself that permission. And sometimes I'm able to give people the permission. One of the things I get a lot of messages and emails about almost every week is things like the courses, the frustration-free watercolor course, especially. People say it finally gave them that permission to paint for themselves, right? Finally, they were able to crack that code, to just get it to work once. And trust me, you experience it once, twice, and you're good. You're on the other side of that scale. Now, you might still be a perfectionist. You might still suffer from other artistic ailments that can take you out, so to speak, and hurt your result or your enjoyment of the process. But if you get that freedom, first and foremost, you have a solid ground to step on, right? So again, not everything I do is perfect. Most of the paintings I create aren't perfect, and I don't necessarily enjoy everything I paint because, I'm not 100% omniscient, omnipotent master of painting. But what I am for sure is free. And that freedom really means a lot. It really goes a long way. And if you're looking for that freedom, I would encourage you to check out something like the frustration-free watercolor course. Make that commitment to yourself, just go at it. Go over the lessons. It's so easy. Anyone can do it. It's really not that hard. Go through the lessons, see if it speaks to you, and finally find that freedom of yours. And a lot of people are worried, that they see a contradiction between freedom and accuracy, where the reality couldn't be farther from that. There is zero contradiction. In fact, the two feed each other. You paint realism with freedom. You paint freely with realism. It all works together. I can show you painting. You just visit the Instagram. Look at some of my top paintings. Go to my website, lironyan.com. Just look at I have a section there on my most kind of highlighted paintings, and you will see what you can create with freedom and some experience. Not a lot of experience, some experience. You'll be amazed and shocked at what you can create in a few months, really, of just putting some kind of emphasis on freedom. That's the thing you're after. That's the thing a lot of people are after. So I would encourage you, if you get a moment, to check out the frustration-free watercolors. I will put a link below. You really owe it to yourself as an artist. You don't have really time to waste with these things. And I'll explain why, by the way. At the end of the day, life is short. Time flies fast. And the one thing that can give you that freedom and joy and passion, for many people, it is creating. Life is hard. Work is hard. Chores are hard. There's a lot of suffering out there. There is this one thing, though, that has the potential for you and specific other individuals out there, not because of talent, but because of some natural inclination to be interested in it, right? I don't really think it's about talent. I just think some people aren't interested in creating art, and that's okay. But you are, because you're here. And that one thing that can give you crazy amounts of enjoyment, and you're not making the most out of it. You're just kind of going with the motions. Now, if you're satisfied with your results and your process and you're having fun, I have nothing to teach you. I really don't. But if you're not, well, maybe a bit of, a bit of realism and kind of making it more believable. But really, if you're 100% pleased, then I don't really have anything significant to teach you. But if you do feel like you're really yearning for that kind of freedom, then I do. And I will say, check out the frustration-free watercolor course. One more thing I can offer you is to join my watercolor club. And that's something really special. And I'm kind of inspired right now. If you watched all the way to this point, I would like to make you a really special offer. Okay, if you join the Watercolor Breakthrough Club in the next 24 hours from when this video is out, okay, what you're gonna get is a painting feedback session from me. Not like the ones I do. This is a paid service, right? People pay me hundreds of dollars to review their paintings. You send me a painting and I'll give you feedback on it. Okay, I'll tell you exactly what to solve, what to fix, what to change. This doesn't come necessarily with the club membership, but if you join for the next 24 hours from when this video is out, I'm going to put a link below. It's going to be the first link, okay? Join the Watercolor Breakthrough Club. You become part of my club. You get to join the community. You get to join me every week for a live stream where I show you a specific demo, specific technique. We've had probably over 50 of these by now. And guess what? If you join, you can watch all of them on the replay. You get access to the live stream vault, a perk that I will get rid of at some point. Okay, so if you join now, you lock that in, you can watch all the previous live streams we've had, except for one where I forgot to hit the record. There is one live stream in the club that I did not record, and it's a feedback live stream. So you're not really missing a major lesson or concept out of the dozens, like must be over 50 by now. So you get that too. But the perk only for the next 24 hours, okay? You also get the ability to send me a painting and get a personal video from me telling you exactly what I would work on, okay? So I would recommend you go check that out. It's going to be the first link in the description box below. And if you've kind of been feeling like an island, like you're doing things on your own, see, and by the way, here's me prematurely signing, and I love doing that, and then seeing what I should change. If you feel like an island and you feel like you don't have the support system you need, don't underestimate the power of your environment. Surround yourself with people who are moving forward, and you will move forward. And if you join the club, you become a part of that close inner circle. And you get a lot more access to me, to feedback from me, to help from me, and you get that perk. That video, I'm telling you, I've had people send me raving emails about how one feedback session has changed the entire trajectory of their painting journey. You'd be amazed. One session where I finally told them, look, you missed that one thing. You always miss that one thing with your paintings. Or, here's a pattern I'm seeing in this painting, and you just solve it once and for all. You solve that problem and you're in a different place. That's the kind of frog leap, or that time machine that will save you years of trial and error that you've been looking for. So if you're serious about watercolor, it's for those who are a little more serious, at least about their growth. If you want to make this into a career eventually, or you want to make money or sell your paintings, then you 200% should join, because I am talking about these things too, and talking about what I'm submitting to different exhibitions, and I'm sorry this has become some kind of a plug for the club, but it's just the natural progression for those who are serious. Look at this wash. Look at this wash of paint, by the way. Yellow, red, warms. This is what it's all about. Look at how much life it brought back to the painting. This is really, really key. And, I'm excited to share with you the end result. It's going to be up on the screen in just a moment. But seriously, the reason I speak so much about the club is how important it is. And it is the biggest thing I've been working on for the past year. And by the way, we're going to celebrate a year. I started it in August last year. So we are close to celebrating a year for the Watercolor Breakthrough Club. And I'd love seeing you there, honestly. You're going to find a true gem over there. So I highly encourage you to join. I'm going to put a link below, first link in the description box below. For the next 24 hours, anyone who joins gets that huge perk, in my opinion. You get to send me a painting, get my feedback on it. Again, this is every single week I get emails about people who say that was the tipping point for their art journey. There's a before and there's an after. If you want something a little lower key, there's the frustration-free watercolor course. Learn at your own pace, lifetime access. Don't have to worry about it. Just watch the lessons, whatever order you want. It's an online course. In any case, I do want to thank you for watching this video. I want to thank everyone who supports me on Patreon. If you want to receive credits at the end of the videos, that's how you're getting that. And there will soon be another exclusive process over there. I'm kind of dripping those, a few every year, not very few, maybe one every many months. That's how it is. It's mostly for people who are just grateful for the content, and I'm grateful to you. So thank you so much. We'll see you in the next vid.